A simple word like friend can become friendly, unfriendly, unfriendliness. A very long word if we add enough prefixes and suffixes. Knowing the prefixes, root, and suffixes of the word or the letter groups will help us to break up a long word and spell it better.
You will see that what Mr. Wee has done has in fact been breaking down all these long words into parts. Digraphs with suffix, we have broken down the word into double C, double S, and the suffix ES. All right? And digraphs are simply two letters, one sound. These are digraphs, two letters, one sound. So, when we split up a word like this into smaller parts, obviously, you can then spell them better. But the trick is to learn how to break them up. The first trick, today you will learn a few tricks, about 5 in total. The first trick is to break it up suffixes and prefixes, like this word has shown us, suffixes and prefixes. So if you know how to break up a word into suffixes and prefixes, you will see that, hey, you have a word that is supposedly very long, made easier to spell. Like, for example, mischievous, if you break it up, it is miss in front and us behind, and you need only to spell chief in the center. Similarly, if you look at astronaut, if you break it up as its prefix and root word, you have astro. Astro means space. Okay? All right. So the first trick is knowing the big parts, what we call the prefixes and suffixes. The second trick is to know the small letters inside a big word. The first small letters are blends. Okay, if you can see, all these are blends. Okay, all these are blends. The most difficult blend would be F and L, because F and L, the letter F can become F, 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 and PH. However, for B and G, you need not fear, because G only has 2 different ways of spelling it, and B as well. C is a troublemaker. C is a troublemaker. C will give us some challenges, not too difficult, but some challenges. If you can see, C has quite a few ways of spelling them. You have C, K, CK, CH, and Q. Okay, there are 5 ways of spelling the K sound. That is why we need to learn not just the big parts, but the small letters as well. And the reason why these are so famous, because they are blends. They end with L and R. Okay, let's listen.
Lemma, K as in clock, class, and click. K as in crab, crazy, and creek. B as in block, bling, blast. B, break, brass, break. F, floor, float, flee. F, frog, frog, fret. G, glass, black. Glee, grass, great, grown. Remember that we break up a word in parts to spell better, because spelling in parts is easier than spelling a whole word. Blends with prefixes and suffixes help us to break up a big word too.
So as usual, if you have any question, just raise your hand, all right? So I've shown you the trick that the examiner will test you on. They will test you on your knowledge of spelling the K sound. You can use K, you can use CK. So for example, if they want to test you on queen, they can put K Obviously, it will not be such a simple word, but this is just an illustration, an example only. That if they want to test you, they can change Q to K, or Q to CK, or Q to CH. This is an example. Of course, you will not be tested on spelling queen. Okay, let's continue.
Big word too. Next, we have digraphs and trigraphs. Digraphs and trigraphs are found in many spellings too. Some of them are in phone, face, and photon. In no, kneel, nine, in chess, chip, and cheese. In driver, teacher, maker. Arch, at, arson. Out, loud, house. In light, bright, tight. In watch, match, catch.
Okay. I promise you 5 ways the examiners will test you, right? The third way, they will test you whether you know your spelling parts. Remember, I'm talking about its parts. I'm not talking about its whole. The third way, they will test you whether you know your spelling parts. What can be spelled as well? Sean.
AR.
AR. Let's see.
AR.
AR is absolutely correct. Can you read for us from tiger to fly? Go.
I tiger, I kite, I lie, I fly.
Thank you, Kaisen. Fantastic for such a wonderful reading, Kaisen. Get 1 point. You see, there are 4 ways of reading I. Some of you may not know, but IGH is also pronounced as I. So there are 4 ways now. The last way is suffix. Okay, suffix. What does the suffix ES show us? Yes, Janelle.
More than one.
Thank you, Janelle. She's absolutely right. More than one, right? Plural. So this is the suffix. And guess what? Suffixes are also a favorite to be tested. If you look at your textbook, do you see that the suffix mischievous, OUS, is here? Who can tell me what can the teacher change OUS to become? Yes, Sally.
Letter E.
Okay, good job. Thank you, Sally. Successors. All right, want to change to ES. So that is why you need to know your suffixes as well. Next, who can tell me which other part here is famous for testing? Which other part here is famous for testing? Let me interview. Okay, yeah, Janelle has raised her hand. Janelle.
CC and SS.
What would the teacher change CC and SS to become?
1C and 1S.
And Janelle is absolutely right. They are buddies. They are side by side. In other words, these 2 letters are always mixed up. They are always mixed up. They are purposely tested to see whether you know them or not. Can you turn to your textbook, page 7 now? Okay, thank you, Sean, Kaisen, Sally, Rivata. Have you answered? Sally, I see. Okay, good job. Okay, Kaden, you need to key next time faster, all right? So Kaden, in the meantime, you continue to the page 9. Continue to the next page, page 19. Show me the iPad if you have answered. So thank you for logging in and having to see you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.